Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Kimberly Harrison. Welcome to my vlog. Today's topic, work from home schooling. Many of us are trying to juggle working from home, virtual classrooms, running the household, and staying physically fit while socially distancing. It's a difficult time. I hope I can give you some tips today to make it work a little more smoothly in your home. The first thing that we have to recognize and just accept is sometimes there's not enough bandwidth. We don't always have enough internet bandwidth. We don't always have enough emotional bandwidth. We don't often have the energy and the bandwidth it takes to move through and multitask and do all of the things that need to be taken care of in a day. And it's okay to give yourself a break and say, I can't do it all. Those of you who follow along with me on a regular basis know that the phrase I use more than anything else is do the best you can with what you've got. You can't do anything with resources you don't have. So give yourself a break, take a deep breath, deep diaphragmatic breath, and let's figure out some ways to make it work more smoothly. The first thing that I think is very helpful to consider is the concept of divide and conquer. And there are three areas where I think we need to make sure we have a separation. I call it get set. You want to separate your space, you want to separate and divide out your energy, and you want to separate and divide out your time. Space, energy, time. If you can figure out ways to divide and conquer in those three areas, work from home schooling can be a lot easier. Let's look at space. Some homes have areas where each person can have their own workspace for school and for business activities. Some families don't have that. Some limitations occur because of where the internet is or where printers are or devices. And so take stock of what you have, see where the areas are best suited for whichever type of work is needed, and figure out a plan. Sometimes you have to take one large space and divide it. I brought my little art piece that I have on my desk and put it into the camera's view today, because sometimes you can take a big table, like a dining room table or something, and just divide it with some things that you already have at home. This gives everyone who is working at that table their own uninterrupted space as far as a visual field is concerned. Sometimes it's very distracting to just even look at what other people are doing or see them typing or fiddling with their earbuds and the different things that we do. And so having a visual separation, if you're sharing a large space, is important. If you have those room divider screens, that's another useful piece of equipment right now to just separate out a space. If you don't have the resources to share a space all at one time, then try to schedule out when individuals can use or need to use the individual spaces that you have. So that depends on, do you have a Zoom classroom that's meeting at a very specific time? Well, then that person needs the equipment and the space to be able to do that. Do you have a conference call for work? Where is the most appropriate space to handle that? So sometimes you have to schedule it out. Sometimes if you have dividers and ways to separate your space, everybody can be working quietly in doing their own thing. The second thing, remember, is energy. So we have space, we have energy. Dividing out your energy is really important. Guys, we can't do it all. No one can. And these current situations that we're in prove it more than ever. At first it sounded kind of nice. Oh yes, I can work from home. Oh yes, we can just get the kids set up in school. No worries. But trying to do it all, work, be a teacher, be a parent, take care of dinner, do the laundry, all of it. There's not enough time and there's not enough energy. And so when you're dividing your energy, One, mobilize the troops. Everyone in the family can do something. If you haven't had regular chores scheduled for your children, now's the time. Get a schedule so that everyone knows these are the tasks that I have to do, and I'm going to have to use my energy resources wisely so that I can do school or work, my chores, cooking, whatever the activities are that require energy. Moms and dads, you don't have to do it all. Divide and conquer. The third thing is time. We need to learn how to better manage our time when we're doing work from home schooling. We can't do everything all at once. If we have our space set aside, if we have managed our day so our energy levels are available in the quantity that they're needed when we need them, then the time issue starts sorting itself out. Make sure when you are looking at how to schedule time, you're looking at space and you're looking at energy. Some jobs, if you're working from home, will allow you to work in the evening after the kids have gone to bed, or get up early in the morning and do some of your work at that time. See what flexibility you have with your employers, and then also see what flexibility the virtual classroom has. A lot of students have particular meetings at certain times of the day, but then are doing work independently. So schedule out when it makes sense to do the actual work. It doesn't all have to be done during the school day or the work day. You get to decide when the time is appropriate to do many of the activities. So take a little time and make a schedule that seems to make sense for yourself, and then ask your children, if they're above the age of 5, they can contribute in one way or another when they think they would be best able to take care of activities. Even the little first graders and second graders I've talked to recently have very strong opinions about when and how they can do their work. So, if you're doing work from home school, first of all, do the best you can with what you've got. Secondly, divide and conquer and get set. Divide your space, divide your energy, and divide your time so that you are able to do all of the many things that you have to do and let go of the things that you don't need to do. Okay, here you go. Get ready, get set, go.